Welcome back, or if you're new here, welcome to the channel. Today's video doesn't really have any set direction other than the fact that I have a bunch of miscellaneous stuff to do on the BRZ. One of them being installing a carbon fiber part on the interior that my girlfriend bought me, which I'm actually really excited about, so I'm gonna show you that part right now. I don't know if I already mentioned this on the channel, but my goal for the BRZ was to have it be red with carbon accents, which I now have the carbon door handles as well as the carbon antenna cover, but I did want to bring some of that carbon onto the interior, and my girlfriend was nice enough to get me a gift to help me out with that, and she got me the version 2 shifter surround from Driven Media, which I'm super excited about installing, so let's get to it. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I'm super impatient, so when I got it, I did open the box so that I could test fit it. However, once I was test fitting it, I did run into one issue with this part, and that's that when you shift into second gear or sixth gear, it ends up making contact in these 2 points, and I'll go ahead and show you that right now. So as you can see, when I pull it into second gear, it ends up pulling the entire shifter surround backwards towards you, which is obviously not a good thing, but I've never had any fitment issues with the part from Driven Media before, so I'm just gonna go ahead and trust the process. I'm gonna stick it down with the adhesive, and then I'll let you know if it's actually a fitment issue or not. Remember when I said I didn't really have a set direction for this video? Well, I kind of overall ended up having just a go with the flow type of week. I went on a road trip, I went camping for 3 days, but now that I'm back from my vacation, I did have some time to take care of those miscellaneous things that I was talking about on the BRZ, and now that the shifter surround's also been installed for about a week now, I've had some time to form my opinions on that, and I kind of want to let you guys know about that as well, so I'll let you know in just a second. First, I'm going to show you those miscellaneous things that I took care of on the BRZ. I don't know if you guys noticed this in the wrap reveal video, but when I did that video, this part actually wasn't wrapped. I was honestly just too lazy to wrap it, but I'm glad that I got around to it now because it just really makes the car look complete. Also, there was some wrap that was peeling up on this corner and same thing on the other side, so I ended up trimming that off so it wouldn't look like it was bubbling. And the main one that was bothering me was the big bubble that was on the front bumper, which I ended up just cutting a piece off and laying it down as best I could, which was right here. You can't really notice it anymore unless you're really looking for it, but yeah, it's still kind of bubbling, just not as bad. Before, it used to stick out to about here and it was super noticeable, so I took care of all of that. Now back to the main thing that I wanted to talk about in this video, and that's this shifter surround. So before I installed it, I did mention that going into second gear and going into sixth gear, it does make slight contact in these corners, which I wasn't really sure if it was going to be something that bothered me over time, but now that I've had about a week of having this installed, I will say that it does take away some of my confidence when shifting into second gear or shifting into sixth gear, just because I can hear the shift lever kind of smack into the carbon piece every time that I do. So it forces me a little bit to change up my driving style, because if I baby it in like this, then you don't really hear it. But it kind of sucks that I have to shift around that. So I do wish that this circle here was pushed back just a little bit further so I wouldn't run into that issue. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to email Kevin Vo at Driven Media and see if maybe it's just a piece that I got, or I don't know if they're all like that, but I would like to find that out because I do really like this piece and would like to keep it in there. Also, another notable thing is that when I have it in second gear or sixth gear, it is making contact with the shift lever the entire time. So I don't know how good that is for the shift fork over time, but hopefully it doesn't cause any issues. I am going to keep this piece in here for now, but I'm going to go ahead and email him like I said and try to find out if maybe it was just the one that I got. So I'll keep you guys updated with what I find out about that shift cover, because I do really like Driven Media's products and I would like to continue to run this shift cover. But other than that, that's the end of this week's video, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.